would tag all the trolls in this, but there's too many to tag. On today's show, 3 shocking revelations. A shocking revelation for those of you in the GTA. A shocking revelation about our government. It's probably not that shocking. And a shocking revelation for those of you who are waiting on the recession and the housing market crash. All right, first up, if you're in the GTA, grab your espresso and have a seat. This is a map of the GTA. You got Halton over here on the west side and Durham over here on the east side. Now, some of the brave among you have gone beyond Durham and beyond Halton to find that there are more areas outside of the GTA. But if you zoom out, there's an entire province. And if you zoom out more, there's an entire country. The second largest country on the planet. So I don't give a fuck what's happening in Toronto. I don't live there. It has nothing to do with me. Most of us don't live there. It has nothing to do with us. The problems in Toronto are not the problems of the rest of this country. Now, I know this might be a lot for some of you to take in, that this is a shocking revelation. So grab yourselves a soy latte. Try to find some grass that's growing up from a crack in the concrete somewhere. Have a seat next to nature and try to envision a world that goes beyond the borders that you know. All right, a shocking revelation about the government. JT is currently at a NATO meeting getting grilled because we're not spending enough on national defense. So I decided to take a look at the population of the federal public service by department to see where are we spending the money. Well, there's border services at about 16,000 people. They could probably use some more, because there's all those stolen cars going out the Port of Montreal and all the goods made with slave labor coming in, and they haven't managed to stop any of that. So maybe they need some more people. There's national defense, 27,000 people. So we got about 16,000 people checking the borders and 27,000 people protecting our borders, which is about 43,000. But where do we have the most employees? Canada Revenue Agency, at almost 60,000 people. Where do you think the priorities lie? It's more than double national defense. In a country that's already overtaxed, the most important thing for Canada is to make sure you pay your tax. All right, lastly, for the trolls who are waiting for the recession to come and you just wait and see what the home prices are going to be when it gets here, we're already here. We've been here for a year. Where the fuck have you been? Why do you think this guy wrote an article called Canada's Economic Implosion? It's happening now. You're experiencing it. Look beyond our borders. From the Fed, the GDP for Canada in 2023 went down. Recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. We've had an entire year. I bring up the GDP per capita all the time because it's completely shit. We've lost 7 years of prosperity. Oh, but it gets worse. You will note there are other periods in time when this has gone down. They're all historically terrible recessions in Canada. COVID, the 2008 Great Financial Collapse, the 1991 recession, and the 1982 recession. You're waiting for a historic recession. We're in a historic recession. Here's the historic change in GDP. 2023 was -2. 2020 -6. You'll notice this zero line here, okay? There's the Great Financial Collapse. There's the 91 recession. And there's the 82 recession. When this goes negative, shit has hit the fan. When this goes below zero, shit has hit the fan. And it's negative. Do you remember this from the other day? The population growth, the low growth, the medium growth, and the high growth, and reality? And that's 2022 numbers. There's more people now. If immigration stopped right now, it's still going to take us years to absorb all the people. And newsflash, for those of you who aren't paying attention, Canada didn't prepare for any of these growth curves. Not one of them. Oh, we made the projection. But did we build the housing or the hospitals or the schools? No! We didn't prepare for the low growth scenario. You will note that the low growth scenario crosses over 41 million people in 2030. We've exceeded that now. And I'll remind you that we're fucked, and that this guy refers to Canada's economy as an implosion. And housing prices aren't moving. Is this as bad as it can get? Oh, fuck no, it can get worse. But if you're waiting for the recession to start, you missed it. It started a while ago. We're deep in this shit now.